introduce Willard. And after Willard, then we introduce MPC.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. We're going to get things going here shortly. Our microphone here, just sit there with me, hip down. I just want to say, first of all, bonjour. Hindi Ashkizawa Agustin Nakas. Kitigan sa Gidon Juba Mangandorum. I say, me gosh, the creator. To come together. I see our elders walking group is here. The rain is coming, but that's fine. It's all good. It's a beautiful day. I want to, first of all, ask our elder, Willard, to come up and welcome us with a prayer. Willard, time, please.
My dear name, Willard Pine. Jim, you know, we got so much to be grateful for today. We got our people here, we got our guests here, but more importantly, we got the rain. And years ago, our elders used to tell us, without the rain, we'd be poor people. The rain brings us riches. And I welcome Terry Sheehan here with those riches. We always got to remember what the Creator gives us is what we have to deal for. This beautiful building here is keeping us dry. But you know something? We wouldn't melt if we had to stand out in the rain. It's so beautiful. We need that to take with us. So that's thank you, my friend.
Homie Gutch Willard for that beautiful prayer, that welcoming. I just also want to acknowledge all our VIPs that are here today, our FedNor friends, and of course Mr. Terry Sheehan. I'll be doing an introduction to him there shortly. And I'd be remiss if I did not recognize our ERCD department and all the hard work, the staff here at Ojibwe Park for making this place what it is. So we watch to them. I just want to talk a little bit about the history of the background of Ojibwe Park here first. Historically, Ojibwe Park served as a traditional site for women and children of Garden River First Nation. It was opened as a campground facility to the general public back in 1962. A true cultural landmark within the Garden River First Nation community. Improving current infrastructure will allow for Ojibwe Park to create, sustain, and provide long-lasting legacies for community and visitors. Tourism is the driving force behind the redevelopment of Ojibwe Park. The ultimate goal is creating throughout Ojibwe Park that will allow Ojibwe Park as an educational experience in historical, cultural, and traditional teachings. Miigwech. Terry Sheehan was elected to the House of Commons on October 19, 2015, to be Sault Ste. Marie's federal representative in Ottawa. An accomplished business professional and lifelong resident of Sault Ste. Marie, Terry has served nearly 20 years on City Council and the Huron-Superior Catholic School Board. Well known for his strong work ethic, Terry was most recently employed as an employment and training consultant for the Ontario Ministry of Training, Colleges and Universities. His strong business background allows him to spot opportunities for economic success and job growth that will strengthen the community. We look forward to working with him as he brings Garden River First Nation.
Really appreciate that. So, I just got to grab my little package. I always bring it up here, but very rarely do I use all of it. Ani, good morning. Thank you very much, Chief. Your
hard work is really appreciated, and I'm always reminded one of my first meetings in Ottawa was with you and your council, and we talked about a number of things, including this place as well. And I appreciate you, your council, your economic development agencies, hard work and vision, economic opportunities for Garden River First Nation. And, it's been great working with you, truly, in a nation-to-nation manner and in a very open-door concept. I'd like to call you a friend, these days. So it's great to be here, and, I'd like to recognize everyone here, too, as well, that came out on this beautiful day. I'd like to thank Elder Willard Pine for his wonderful words and recognize his continued commitment to the whole community here and the healing that he undertakes with people. So thank you very much, Willard, and to everyone. To FedNor, thank you very much. In working and putting this together, it's really important to have people at FedNor that are committed to seeing this area in Northern Ontario move forward. So I want to thank that staff as well. So, I'm here today at Ojibwe Park at Laughing Waters Beach to make a really special announcement. And listening to the rain coming off the roof right now reminds me when I go camping. We have a tent trailer. And one of my favorite times in camping is not only those sunny days when we're at the beach, but is sitting inside that tent. So it's a very nice sound today. So one of the things that we're here to do is talk about is this KIP investment, this Canada 150 fund that was set up. And when we took power, we changed the criteria to make it, in my opinion, more inclusive and to put an emphasis on a number of various areas, including our new relationship with nation to nation, our Indigenous people. So I'm glad to see that we are looking not only at Indigenous people, the Prime Minister's building, the Prime Minister and Privy Council from the Lajine, who was involved in the residential schools. And we also have given the former U.S. Embassy right across from Parliament Building for use for all Indigenous peoples. So in that speech, and I'm reminded that what the Prime Minister said is Canada's Indigenous people. So I'm proud here today to stand here and to announce $100,000 investment for this area, for the Ojibwe Park. And it's going to be used for really important things like improving the existing shower house and the pavilion, and expanding the boardwalk that connects it to the neighboring nature trails. So I see the walkers here. It's a boom. We've seen really big improvements here and at different trailer parks. So this money will be well used to boost tourism, but also serve the community here as well. And when reading about the history of this place, I was really interested to note that it was in the 50s that it was the women and the children used to come here to collect the traditional medicines that were used. And then it was opened up in the 60s and, went along. But again, I commend the Chief and the Council for their vision and the improvements that are making, because this certainly is a jewel in the riding. So again, Chief, everyone else, thank you very much. And congratulations, and I'm proud to announce a $100,000 investment for Garden River First. Thank you. Thank you.
Miigwech Terry, and miigwech to our funders for that generous donation to help us continue to move our infrastructure forward, the success of this park for our community and for all those to share. So we mean that when I say, I remember Terry referenced when we met with him in Ottawa, and Caroline Barry here, one of our councillors here, we were welcomed by Terry into his office, and I think you were still unpacking at the time. So it meant a lot to us, and you've been a friend and supporter of us by saying miigwech to you for that continued success. Thanks, Terry. At this point, I want to welcome up Franco Pistori. He's our principal architect that works on this project. So Franco, if you could come up please and say some kind words for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. I'm really happy to be here. Excited about this project moving forward. We've been on this project for a number of years, back since 2014 when we began to think about and invest time in conceiving, I guess, what the redevelopment of Ojibwe Park means and what it should be moving forward. So Chief Surratt had a good introduction where he talked about the history of this park, very important within Sault Ste. Marie and within a larger marketplace as well as a recreational park. The Garden River First Nation Community Plan included a strategy to reinvest and reinvigorate this campground and really thought about it as being an important cultural asset for the community as well as a recreational asset for not only the community, Ojibwe First Nation, but also the general public at large. And I gather that there are still lots of people that use this park that aren't specifically from this community. So we recognize that, and we were retained to really develop a master plan and a feasibility study to think about how this park can be redeveloped in a sustainable way, both economically and also environmentally sustainable moving into the future. So, so we looked at, what we felt that what makes this park unique is the cultural aspect of it. It makes it different from any other campground anywhere in Ontario because it's an opportunity to expand large, but also to celebrate your culture within the community. It's a great place for coming together. So the master plan looks at basically capitalizing on those opportunities. What we have developed is a master plan that has 3 stages to it because being a sustainable development, economically sustainable development, it needs to move forward in small steps so that it can remain economically sustainable. So it needs to grow as a business, but also needs to look into the future far beyond just the next few years. So I guess, Terry, we're putting you on notice that there are lots of phases to this project, and we will require a lot of help, particularly from any funding source available. So it's a very important project to the community. So just to talk a little bit about the 3 stages, phase 1 is a year 1 to 5 plan, and it's intended to enhance this as a campground. In other words, to maximize as much as possible the ability to become the best campground that it could be, to gain market share within that economic opportunity. So it's really about infrastructure. It's about, as you read, it's about improving the trails. It's about improving shower houses, adding shower houses and washroom facilities. It's about adding campsites. There's 58 new campsites intended to be implemented as part of stage 1. It's about creating a new dump station as well, and a new gatehouse that has a new store associated with it for servicing, I guess, or accommodating the campers that are here. The second stage is really to transform this park into an all-seasons type of park by adding more infrastructure, more pavilions, winterized pavilions like a lodge, teaching and learning areas, indoor and outdoor, and to allow it to become more of a community hub as well as a recreational resort. Finally, the last stage is 10 to 15 years, and that's to allow or accommodate ancillary businesses within Garden River First Nation to set up small businesses within buildings that potentially could be funded by Ojibwe Park and leased out by these businesses to rent sporting goods, to rent canoes, to do tours within the community out into nature trails, and even a trading post and to sell arts and crafts from Ojibwe culture. So it's really to allow the economic growth of Ojibwe Park to touch the community at large. So that's the roadmap and that's the master plan, and we think it's a very responsible plan that gets them one step at a time to a final successful park. And we thank you for the funding you've announced and look forward to future funding as well. So.
Miigwech, thanks, Franco. It's certainly exciting to have you work alongside our ERCD staff and share your vision. That's going to help us achieve the goals at height, and assisting with us is very much appreciated. And as mentioned, we certainly, I envision a few more years down the road, and it's exciting to see what else is going to continue to develop here. And Terry, of course, if we could get more funding, that would be great. So that'll assist us greatly.
I plan on being around for a while.
All right, thanks. I hope you are too. Thanks, Terry. So with that, folks, I just wanted to say miigwech to each and every one of you for coming out today and being here to witness this beautiful day and this event, this historic event, and this funding agreement here. Certainly, we're excited, and we hope to continue that good working relationship and partnership with everybody involved, all our stakeholders. So with that, I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming today. Let's have a round of applause. I think what I'd like to do right now is just invite all our VIPs up for a photo op, and we'll conclude with that. Miigwech. Thanks, everyone.
Just move this.
You're playing a part well. Looks good.